Hey Mom Squad, it's me Kay again with my second video. I'm here to talk about breastfeeding and my breastfeeding journey with you guys. Everyone's different, but if I can help someone, hey. So I'm gonna start from the very beginning. Um, During my hospital stay, they really encouraged you to breastfeed. I kind of felt like they were against formula feeding, which it's totally fine if you formula feed, if you breastfeed, if you do both, whatever you feel most comfortable with. It's your baby and you get to do what you want to do. But at my hospital, I kind of felt like so when I was pregnant, I actually would always say, like, I'm not going to breastfeed, I'm just going to strictly pump. um, that's it, because I wanted me and my partner to take turns and not have it all on me. Um, but the closer, I think the last week of pregnancy, I was like, okay, because my doctor really encouraged me, my OBGYN really encouraged me, like, hey, at least do it for a month, at least do it for like, 2 months, because that's like the most important um, part that comes out, like the liquid gold, they would say, which technically it really is liquid gold. It's the most nutritious part of your milk, is the very beginning. I guess that's why they tried to encourage me a lot to breastfeed in the hospital. A lot of lactations nurses would come in and latch the baby on me, and try the different positions, tried football position and cradling and like all kinds of different positions. um, which technically I produced a lot of colostrum, I believe that's what it's called. And that is the liquid gold. I had that for the first 2 to 3 days, and then I produced my regular milk, and I produced a lot. So the doctors really wanted to encourage me to do that, which after a while I'm like, okay, you know what? I want this for my baby. I want to try to do what I can for my baby. Um, Again, I'm not against formula feeding. If that's what you choose to do, then everyone has their own choice of parenting, and I feel like nobody should shame anybody. Um, so so I tried to do as much as I can to produce. The first, I would say the first week was really, really hard. Um, if you're wondering what to take in the hospital with you, I strongly encourage you to take nipple butter, especially if you plan to breastfeed or even just try to breastfeed, because in the hospital, the nipple gets really, really cracked and it's super painful. A lot of people end up giving up because it's so painful. And trust me, like, there was a time where one was like, okay, this one is good, and this one is like way more painful. Um, so it can kind of it's a struggle, but the more you do it, the better it will become, the less painful it will become. So if you plan to breastfeed, just stay strong. It gets better, trust me. It gets way better after like a week or two. You start to ease up and produce more, and it gets less painful. Um, but yeah, after like a few days, my milk came in, and I want to suggest a pump, a really good pump that I have been using. My best friend bought me this pump for my baby shower gift, and it's a straight up lifesaver, especially the first month. The first month I was like breastfeeding, but mainly on my pump. And this video is not sponsored, not sponsored at all, but I really love this pump. I had a couple problems with it, but it was the easy fix. So my bestie bought me the Elvie pump, and it is on the pricier side, but I wanted something I could take to work with me because I am a working mom. I didn't want something that was noisy. This one is super quiet. You don't even hear anything. Maybe sometimes you hear your milk, like you sound like a cow, and sometimes I sound like a cow. But overall, I love this pump. So I'm going to kind of give my honest opinion and my honest review. So like I said, this is a lifesaver. I probably give this pump an 8.5, a 9 out of 10, just because I will tell you the pros and cons that come with it from my experience. Other people may have had complete different experience with theirs, but so this pump is on the pricier side. One ranges about like $250, $275, and I have two of them, so two is about $500. So it's super easy. It has a little power button here. As you can see, it turns on. If you want a less, like a light suction, there's a negative sign right here. If you want a stronger suction, there's a positive sign, a plus sign here. So you can kind of adjust your levels to your comfort. And then here is left or right. I never used that, so I'm not too sure what that means. But yeah, it's really easy to use. So this comes with a piece that looks like this. It looks really funny, but there's a little circle piece where this little suction just clamps on. You want to make sure it's tight and good so everything works properly. So what you do is you take this piece, and inside it's like a hole type thing. You want to place this in here and press down so it clamps in, and obviously that's where your boob goes. But now the next piece is like a cup where it catches all of your milk. There's, I believe, 5 ounces. Yeah, 5 ounces that this fits. And then a couple little extra pieces that you just place on there. Let's see, can I do this good? Hold on. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to take forever with this. Anyways, a little piece like that, and then another little piece where you just clamp on here. I wanted to try to put this on. Oh, wrong way, duh. So it's easy. I just I don't have my glasses on, so it was a struggle. But you just take this piece, and this is the cup that catches your milk, and there's a little opening here, and you just literally clamp it on. So it looks like this, and it just catches all your milk. You put it right there, and basically you put it in your bra, and it's like you're good to go. So again, my rate was like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. It was a lifesaver. The only cons I had with this was I noticed one of my machines wasn't pumping like it used to, the strength in it, and I would keep pressing like strong, because the stronger you go, the faster you pump. It wasn't having a really good suction, and I'm still kind of having trouble with the power. I probably have to contact them and find out what to do next. But I do have another one, so I haven't really been in a rush to do that. So the other thing was this light, the power light, was stuck on, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Because I'm like, basically at that time, I was almost strictly pumping and not latching. And I thought the machine was broken, but came to find out, I went to the website, and I guess they have like a section where people ask questions and everything. And basically, I just plugged this in straight to the wall, uh, and and then it turned off basically and was fixed. Now this, it's a chargeable one, so it just charges here. It's really easy to use, pretty straightforward, to the point. But yeah, I really like that one. I heard different things. Like I heard people not liking that, and I heard people liking the Medela better. But it's basically up to you and what you like. So yeah, along with that, I tried to, I think the first 3 weeks, I was loading up the freezer with milk bags, and I have a whole bunch of frozen milk. I have Medela, I have these, just a whole bunch of frozen milk I would throw in the fridge. I have that Medela set where it's like the plastic bottle set, where I should have brought it to show you guys. But it has like the dates of like the day when you produce the milk, and you just pop it in the fridge. If you guys don't know, I believe breast milk is good in the fridge for up to 4 days. Don't quote me on that, but if I can remember, I think it's up to 4 days, and in the freezer up to 6 months. So yeah, that's what I did. Like I said, it gets so much better. Now, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, I'm a working mom, so my baby is still really young, but I try to pump at work, maybe once or twice a day, and then pop it in the freezer so he can have that breast milk, for a snack the next day. Otherwise, I'm pretty much latching now along with formula feeding. So I'm kind of doing both, just because in the very beginning, I was producing a lot of milk. But because I'm working and just busy all around the clock, I introduced formula to him. It's just easier for me, and it's just, yeah. So, oops. So I'm feeding both formula and breast milk. I latch. I don't have a problem latching. No pain. So it does get easier. One thing that helped me was, and I know some people do not think that this is true or anything like that, but it actually helped me. So if you do want to try to do certain things to produce milk, then try these, because this has really helped me. When I eat it, maybe like an hour later, I'll pump like a whole 5 ounces on one, and then like, I'll just pump a whole bunch. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. If you guys have any questions, I'm trying to think, like, what else can I say? What else helped me? Not too sure. But if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to comment down below and leave your opinions, leave your advice. Don't shame moms, who want to formula feed or breastfeed or do both. For me, I am very, very happy that I can breastfeed. I just feel like it's the best nutrients for my baby. And even though I do give the formula, which is also great, I mean, the baby needs to eat. Um, I love that I can still produce milk, and I still try to do what I can to produce milk. I think you have to eat a lot more. On days I don't drink a lot of water, I produce less, and on days that I eat less, I produce less. But it's funny, like when I eat a whole bunch of junk food all day, I produce a whole bunch. I'll wake up and my boobs will be rock hard. And honestly, I used to love when they would get rock hard, because that's when I knew that, like, okay, I got like 2 jugs full of milk and this will last for like 2 feeds. So yeah. So I think the calorie, I don't know if this is correct, but someone told me that the calorie intake for breastfeeding is like 2,000 calories a day. You might want to look into that too, because yeah, if you're curious, I believe it was 2,000 calories a day. But otherwise, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I can help someone out there who's, you know, on the breastfeeding journey or curious to know about the pump or anything like that. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.